This is WKYT This Morning.
Kentucky Morning Start right here on WKYT, and we're rolling toward the weekend. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Andrea Walker. It is Friday, September 9th. Let's take a look at some of the stories we're working on for you at this hour.
Right now, 6:30, and a shooting investigation in Lexington after a man was found shot in the neck inside a Waffle House parking lot. He's now been rushed to the hospital.
A disturbing discovery overnight in central Kentucky when a toddler was found alone in the middle of the street.
And a Kentucky teen is going viral for making a difference one step at a time. A heartwarming story that you just have to see this morning.
You're going to love that one, absolutely. Well, we have Mike Linden in from Micah this morning. It's good to see you, buddy.
Good morning. Love being here. I mean,
He's not on stilts. He's really that tall, by the way.
I know.
Well, as far as what we're looking at for the weather, it's, of course, still officially the summer. And it's going to feel like it today. By Sunday, it'll feel more like autumn. So we're kind of juggling both seasons here the next few days. But as far as what we're dealing with right now, it is definitely summer-like weather. Look at the Defender radar network. It's pretty messy, especially along I-64 and along the BG Parkway. Now we are finding the bulk of these storms moving into the Bardstown area, again, along the BG Parkway and I-64. Very slow moving. So if you're just getting your morning started in Madison County, Jessamine County, Clark County, your morning commute should be good to go. These showers working their way in here over the next few hours. We widen the view out here, and it's all part of a pretty big cold front sitting over southern Indiana and Ohio that will impact us today. To our northwest, though, this is the cold front that we are really tracking to bring us the much stronger storms as we head into your Sunday. So the stormy, steamy conditions sticking around, and coming up, I'll take you hour by hour and show you what they'll bring as we head into the weekend.
All right, let's get everybody right up to the minute on the news.
We are tracking a developing story in Lexington. Right now, police are investigating a shooting that happened in a Waffle House parking lot.
The scene is on Athens-Boonesboro Road, just off Interstate 75 in southern Fayette County. A lot of police presence there. Details are still limited, but we do have some new information. And WKYT's Mike Byer joins us live from the scene with that. Mike?
Good morning, Bill. Police remain on scene here at the Waffle House on Athens-Boonesboro Road. Now, as you mentioned, details are still limited, but here's what we know right now. We just acquired some new information. Around 4 a.m., police were called to the Waffle House for reports of a suspicious vehicle. Police say when they approached that car in the parking lot that the person inside of the vehicle shot himself in the neck. Now, police tell us that man was taken to UK Hospital in serious condition. We don't know if that person shot himself on purpose or if it was some sort of accident. We're continuing to check with police to try and get these questions answered. Of course, we will stay out here all morning and work to get you the information as it comes in. Once it does come in, we will be sure to share it with you on air, online, and through our WKYT mobile news app. Live in Lexington, Mike Byer, WKYT.
All right, Mike, thank you very much. Also new this morning, a Bourbon County toddler is safe after being found overnight right in the middle of Main Street. Police tell us that about 3:30 this morning, a toddler between 18 and 24 months old was found in the middle of Main Street in downtown Paris. Police say the little boy had escaped from his home due to a faulty door. The boy was found about 250 feet from his home. The police lieutenant who found the boy says he was happy and the situation could certainly have ended much worse.
It's a happy ending for sure, because he could have been hit by a car or wandered into the creek or something of that nature, falling off the bridge.
The child was not hurt and is now back with his parents. Police say the parents were just asleep when all of this happened, and so no charges are expected to be filed. And now to a developing story out of Spain that we're watching this morning. Deaths are being reported after a train derailment.
We are staying on top of this rapidly changing story. Michelle Chamberlain is at the alert desk with the very latest. Good morning.
Good morning. We've just learned 4 people have died and several others injured. Now, this train carrying around 60 people. When I last checked, the latest report says 47 people are injured. Here's a map to give you an idea where in Spain this derailment happened. Now, the train was traveling from Vigo to Porto in neighboring Portugal. The accident happening in Porrino, just northwest of Madrid. The train went off the tracks around 3:30 this morning, and an investigation has opened to find the exact cause as to why. We did get word that the train's front car came completely off the track and hit a post next to the line. The back 2 cars were partially off the tracks. Now, emergency services dispatched doctors on helicopters to the scene, and of course we will keep you updated throughout the day on our website, WKYT.com. Back to you guys.
Hey, thank you. A lot of stories moving rapidly this morning and developing. Thank you.
Well, this next story has rocked the Lexington community. The family of a murdered pregnant woman is hoping someone will come forward with some answers.
Police say 22-year-old Mariah Coleman was shot to death on Wednesday night while walking her dog on Winburn Drive. She was 8 months pregnant and her baby also died. Friends say Coleman was looking forward to her baby shower that was to be held this weekend. Instead, her family is now planning to bury the young mother-to-be while also calling out for justice. Police do not, at this point, have a good description of a suspect. We're tracking another crime alert this morning after a late-night robbery at a Lexington store. Police say 2 gunmen robbed the Hibbett Sports in the Eastland Shopping Center last night. They say the men left in a gray Toyota with chrome wheels. Police say both men were wearing black hoodies and shorts at the time. No arrests have been made after a family was held at gunpoint inside their Masterson Station home. The victims, who had 2 children inside, say 3 men broke into their home and stole money, marijuana, and the family's car. Police are looking for a gray Toyota in that case, but police say they cannot say if this crime is connected to this Hibbett store robbery because there's a similar description of the vehicles, but again, they are not sure if there's a connection.
2 people were flown to the hospital with life-threatening injuries after a crash in southern Kentucky. State police say this all started in Knox County when police tried to pull over a speeding Mercedes. A short time later, that car hit a semi and 3 other vehicles on the same road near Corbin. Police say a 16-year-old girl driving the car and a 20-year-old passenger were both flown to the Tennessee hospital in critical condition. They say the teen driver, who's from Tennessee, had been reported missing by her mother just hours earlier.
Now 6:37 on WKYT this morning, and Governor Matt Bevin's proposal to overhaul Kentucky's Medicaid program has cleared its first hurdle with the federal government. The proposal will now begin a 30-day public comment period. Kentucky was one of 32 states that expanded its Medicaid program under the Federal Affordable Care Act, and that resulted in more than 400,000 people getting health insurance. Governor Bevin says the program is too expensive. He wants to change it so those people would have to pay monthly premiums, and they must either have a job or volunteer for a charity in order to remain eligible for health benefits. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services says the application is the first step in a review process. Bevin has said if the federal government rejects the application, he would repeal the expanded Medicaid program. Governor Bevin is also now tasked with appointing someone to fill the seat of retiring Fayette County Commonwealth's attorney Ray Larson. Larson announced yesterday he is retiring at the end of this month. He has been the county's top prosecutor since 1985. He made cracking down on repeat offenders one of his top priorities. He's also hosted a weekly radio show for years, and he's been very active on social media. And certainly will be missed on the scene, a tough crime fighter in Lexington, Fayette County.
Big shoes to fill.
Absolutely.
Well, it's been named one of the top festivals in Kentucky, and the Roots and Heritage Festival gets underway today.
There will be a lot going on this weekend in downtown Lexington connected to that. The annual 3-day festival celebrates diversity with education and entertainment. The African American Marketplace will open up tonight through Sunday. There's also live music tonight and tomorrow night. And then one of the most anticipated events, the Heritage Parade, that kicks off tomorrow morning at 11. The parade route will wind its way through the historic East End.
We have a great story right here. A picture of a West Louisville teenager praying with a homeless man has gone viral. 14-year-old LaRon Tunstall used to be a troublemaker before joining the church group where he met a homeless man on Monday, said a prayer with him, and gave him his brand new Jordan 11s to wear. The picture has been shared more than 1 million times on Facebook. Tunstall's mother says she is very proud.
What did he do? And at first I was upset, 'cause I'm like, we just bought these shoes a day ago for him for school, and then I just realized that that's what God told him to do. I'm very proud.
Now, if you are interested in helping the group Perp Me, you can get more information on perp.me, PURP.me.
Well, what a wonderful thing to do.
I do love that story.
And what a wonderful reaction, you know, just kindness being passed along there.
Yeah.
Time this morning is 6:40. It's 20 before 7 right now.
Let's check to see how traffic is moving this morning.
Let's go out to Officer Don with live drive traffic. Good morning, Don.
Good morning. Dealing with a non-injury crash on the inner loop of the circle just past Liberty Road. Now, 2 cars involved. They're going to move them over to the right. So we should have both lanes of New Circle and Liberty open in the next couple. Live look outside right now. Not a whole lot impacting traffic at the moment. Downtown, they're still working around 3rd and Ray Street, so expect a closure there. As far as live look goes, there we are at Manowar and Todd's Road. That's courtesy of the Lexington and Fayette Urban County Government. Intersection looks great this morning. We'll keep an eye on that. Now back to you in the studio.
All right, traffic and weather info anytime available with the WKYT Weather Plus Traffic app. Download that. It's free in the app or the Google Play stores. Good to have you with us. Good morning again on your Friday. WKYT This Morning, live from Lexington with all the latest.
This Bambi doesn't want to be the prince of the forest and said he'd rather be a horse, of course. That story coming up after Mike's forecast.
And if you were just ready for autumn to get here, it looks like you won't have to wait very long, but some summer-like conditions are still on the way for today and Saturday. I'll show you how we'll feel both seasons here over your weekend coming up.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Well, we are looking at some interesting weather here moving forward. Good morning. I'm meteorologist Mike Linden. Micah is off this morning. But what we're finding here in Kentucky is looking and feeling a lot like the summer. Right now on the Defender Radar Network, finding the showers and storms tracking their way eastward. Very slow moving, though. Right now moving into Washington County, pushing eastward along 64 and the Bluegrass Parkway. Again, these showers and storms still slowly coming in from the west. But if we take a wider look at what's to come, well, we're not necessarily finding much of anything until a little bit later this afternoon. That's when this cold front to our north will bring us the next round of showers and storms. To our northwest, another cold front set to impact the Bluegrass, although this time this front is set to be a bit stronger, a bit more potent, bringing us the stronger thunderstorms, packing with it the gusty winds, the heavy rainfall, as well as the lightning that's associated with thunderstorms. This is your hour-by-hour forecast. We'll fast forward to right around 7 o'clock this morning. Notice that things are still very scattered as we get our Friday morning going. The showers and storms once again picking up a little bit as we head into our afternoon. This is right around 9 a.m., but again, into the afternoon, that's when most things should begin to calm down. It's mainly northern Kentucky. The cutoff looks to be about Lexington and northward, again, as that front sits to our north. So the spots closest to that front will get in on the active weather. Saturday's a different story. That front coming in from the Montana and North Dakota area set to bring a very potent line of thunderstorms. Look at how well defined this is here on the models. Now notice this too. Look at the temperatures on the east side of the front, the mid to high 80s, and look at the west side, the low 70s. I mean, that is a huge temperature gradient, and that just goes to show you how strong that front will be. That's set to bring us again the showers and storms beginning tomorrow afternoon and continuing into the overnight hours for southeastern Kentucky. But by Sunday afternoon, that front bringing in some fantastic feeling air. Most spots making it back to the upper 70s for daytime highs under sunny skies. It will be a bit of a soaker for most spots through your Saturday. Most spots picking up anywhere between a half to an inch of rainfall, mainly out of this front that we will see coming through on Saturday. Today, things a bit more scattered, but this front on Saturday, again, pulling in that cool fall air, set to make things feel and look awesome on Sunday afternoon. So a tale of two seasons, kind of a juggling act here. We're seeing the summer today and tomorrow, but by Sunday, easily the best of the next few days. So if you have any outdoor plans, maybe push them ahead a little bit and get out there on Sunday.
Okay, looks good. And then a couple of days after that look pretty nice, huh?
Yes, especially the start of the work week.
Okay, well, enjoy. Thank you very much, Mike. Okay, if it walks like a horse and it talks like a horse, or I guess neighs like a horse, it might be a confused baby deer.
Yeah, take a look. This Bambi lives in a small field in a village near Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Although he's named after a well-known deer, he doesn't really act like it. He's taken after the horse that lives nearby, grazing and trotting around with him and the best of them. He's just part of the team, instead of the herd.
Well, I guess he found his own role model,
You know,
right?
I don't think that's as weird as you might think, because we had a cat that thought she was a dog.
Well, this happens.
For years, you know, like, and she kind of ruled the roost. So
All right.
that's
well,
cute.
He wants to be a horse. Okay.
There you go.
6:48 on WKYT this morning, 12 before 7, and the CBS This Morning's on the way shortly.
And we've got more news for you when we come back.
Coming up, international condemnation as North Korea carries out another nuclear test. We'll have the latest reaction to this breaking news. Plus, Captain Sully Sullenberger takes Charlie to the scene of the miracle on the Hudson. More real news coming up on CBS This Morning, next.
The time is now 6:51 on WKYT, and coming up, it's CBS This Morning. The first of more than 200 chimps have arrived at a Georgia sanctuary.
Mark Strassman has the story of the unusual retirement, so that should be interesting.
It should be that, and of course all this breaking news from overnight, including what's happened with the nuclear test in Korea, North Korea. And that's what we're going to update you on right now.
Yeah, it is provoking the world, and a shooting investigation is underway right here in Lexington. Our Michelle Chamberlain is at the alert desk with an update for you.
Yeah, good morning. You know, these are just some of the stories on our web, and the first we're going to talk about is the shooting investigation that's taking place outside a Waffle House on 8th and Boonesboro Road. Now, the Waffle House is closed while police try to piece together what happened. We know that police were called about a suspicious vehicle in the restaurant's parking lot. When they got there, they say a man shot himself in the neck. Stay with WKYT.com while we work to sort out the situation. North Korea confirms it has tested a nuclear warhead designed to be mounted on ballistic missiles. The Pentagon is calling the test yet another flagrant violation, according to UN policy. And check out our story about a lieutenant who found a toddler alone on Main Street in Paris overnight, and why the parents are not facing any charges. And also, our most clicked on story right now, our second most clicked on story, is about an elderly man who robbed a bank because he said he preferred to go to jail over staying with his wife. I guess everybody needs a break, right, guys?
I guess. Rather, I guess. He didn't want to face the music at home, it sounds like. Thank you very much, and we'll keep you updated on WKYT.com through the weekend. Well, it appears a man accused of abandoning dozens of horses in Mercer County has been offered a plea deal. Our news partners at the Herald-Leader report the Mercer County attorney has offered a deal to Charles Burrell. The details of the deal are not known. Burrell is charged with 43 counts of animal cruelty. His daughter, Maria, is also facing charges in the case. Burrell's next hearing has now been scheduled for September 29th.
New this morning, deputies in Franklin County say a man wanted for questioning in a home invasion has been arrested. The Franklin County Sheriff's Office says they found Robert Solomon yesterday afternoon at an apartment on Leewood Drive. Deputies say Solomon tried running off, but they did arrest him. They say the home invasion happened Wednesday at a home on Winston Avenue. Deputies say a gun, drugs, and items stolen from the home were inside Solomon's possession at the time of his arrest.
The Cincinnati Zoo is expected to get back to normal today after being evacuated because of a threat. Investigators have not gone into details about yesterday's threat, but they say it was called in to them. As a precaution, more than 100 visitors and staff were evacuated. Bomb-sniffing dogs were brought in after several hours, and then the all-clear was finally given.
Well, having flopped with the New York Jets, Tim Tebow will try to revive his career as an outfielder with the Mets. The 29-year-old, known for dropping to a knee for prayer, has agreed to a minor league contract with the Mets that includes a $100,000 signing bonus. He'll report to an instructional league in Florida for assessment. Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders, and Brian Jordan are the only significant players to have extensive careers in both Major League Baseball and the NFL during the past 3 decades.
All right, we'll see what he can do.
Should be interesting. This story is wild. A Florida man found himself in a very scary situation.
Terrifying, really. No other boat in sight. He was alone in open water. If that's not scary enough, he was surrounded by 10 sharks.
It wasn't a big deal until, I counted 10, and, that they kept getting closer, more aggressive, getting within like a foot of me.
Steve Moon was on a normal fishing trip, but he ended up using that fishing pole to fend off those frenzied sharks that had surrounded him. Moon says that he used the emergency button on his iPhone to call for help, and the Coast Guard got to him in about 10 minutes. He's okay now, but with this wild story to tell. No doubt about that one. Well, Lexington is welcoming the fall season with Oktoberfest. That festival kicks off this afternoon at 4 o'clock at Cathedral of Christ the King. It features German food and beer, of course. There will be live music, games for the kids, and a celebrity cake wheel. The party continues through tomorrow night.
And downtown Danville is going to smell mouth-watering good. The 6th annual Kentucky State Barbecue Festival starts tonight. 7 celebrity pitmasters from around the country will make their way to the Constitution Square Park in Danville for the festival. They'll slow cook pulled pork, beef brisket, and ribs to perfection. Music to my ears. The festival is not a competition, which means good food for everybody.
Yeah, they're saying just to come and wander the streets of Danville and enjoy the food and the fun.
Twist my arm, why don't you?
Right. We're going to check in with Mike for a final look at the weather forecast as we head for the weekend.
Well, it's going to look and feel a lot like summer here the next few days, but by Sunday, feeling a lot more like autumn. A cold front moving through today and another tomorrow, set to bring us showers and storms, make things pretty messy here today and tomorrow. But again, Sunday, the best of the bunch as temperatures fall back into the upper 70s. It'll be messy to get to that point. Again, heavy rainfall and some potent thunderstorms get here tomorrow. So if you have plans to be outside tomorrow, that's the kind of messier of the 2 days here today and tomorrow.
You'll be here tracking it in the morning
as
well.
well.
Yes, I will. Nobody is more up to date than you to start your day. Thank you for being here on WKYT.
Have a wonderful weekend, everybody.